The creative arts and design community, also known as the Studio, is a residential learning community here in Celery Hall at the UW-Madison. We have 64 students who live with us every year, many of whom consider themselves artists, but many of whom do not. When you look down the list of majors, it's really incredible to see the range and diversity.
Everyone on the floor is always doing really diverse things. You know, like we're not all artists, we're not all dance majors.
I didn't do visual art before I got here. I didn't do music before I got here, and now I'm a singer-songwriter.
I think it's really great that these residents, who are mostly freshmen and some sophomores, have an opportunity to come up with these great ideas and kind of experiment with them on the campus as we really implement the Wisconsin idea about making the campus interactive and near a playground.
We have a number of different art spaces here, a community space that we share with the other learning communities called The Hive.
That's where a lot of the hands-on work gets done when you're dealing with paints and acrylics. That's where that happens.
And we have a blackbox studio.
The performance space where we have our showcases. A lot of people do their physical, whether it's theater or dance.
It's also got a sprung dance floor where our students can safely do their dance performances and rehearsals. It's a huge university, and the studio tries to make it feel a lot smaller.
We're always looking for new ways to engage the residents on the floor and connect them to the UW-Madison community.
Whether it's a dance or a spoken word or a performative piece, whatever it is, that complexity that we think is huge becomes normalized, and it becomes an experience that we all know we can participate in. My specialty is screen printing and printmaking. It includes teaching, it includes making, it includes the experience, and then the takeaway. So they got a giveaway, they got a component of them that they take home with them.
One of the things that I absolutely love is whenever we have showcases, we create these opportunities for students to share their work, to share their visual art and their performances and their spoken word and their dance, anything that they want to share.
You see the shackles and chains I keep locked in, and the numerous men that voluntarily walked in them. Let me tell you what I see.
They oftentimes have a lot of experience. They perform a lot, and so being up on stage and being watched and kind of holding the space and holding the room is really natural for them. They have some experience with it already. And then for other students, this was the first poem they ever have written.
I have never written a poem before.
I love watching how supportive they are of each other. It's incredible.
I kind of decided to do it on the spur of the moment because clearly I have an audience that's well suited.
And if we could all make work in a community like that, we would continue to take risks for a long time.
I was raised with all the evidence I needed to believe in something.
I think our job here, for just where these students are at developmentally, is creating a safe space for them to take risks. From the very beginning of the year, try to get students brainstorming about what kinds of events they would like to see happen, and then I support them in bringing them to life. Last year we had a few students who were interested in doing a fashion show, and so we came up with the idea that we would take the students to a thrift store, put them in teams, give them $20 each, and they would get 20 minutes to run around and buy what they wanted to buy, and then they would have a few hours to put together this funky red carpet fashion garment. The mentality was just like, make it work and piece it together, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and the more creative and the more far out you are with it, the judges will really like that.
Looking good and feeling fine. Looking good and feeling fine. Looking good and feeling fine.
It's very hard to make a skirt into a pair of pants because they're not cut at all the same, so that was really impressive. This was connected.
This is
this is a swimsuit.
This was actually a pillow.
It's really fun to see what happened and the imagination and thoughtfulness you put into everything.
To think that at 18 years old they're already prepared to make original work and to share it with people and to put it on stage and have a community of people to do it within, that's just really a beautiful thing.
You know, we're living life and we're experiencing life and we're contributing to our society to hopefully make a better place for us as creative people.
So I think it's a great space to think about what can I do to find my niche, whether it's academically, artistically, what can I do to make sure that I have the best UW-Madison experience?